Hello everyone, and welcome to one more Sea of Thieves tutorial. There are three kinds of ships: a sloop, brigantine, and a galleon. The sloop is a up to two pirate ship, brigantine up to three pirates, and galleon up to four pirates. I recommend getting yourself familiar with the sloop before you even try the brigantine or the galleon. Main reason, it's the easiest one to learn. Everything is close. Where once you learn everything about the sloop, you can just use that on the other two very easily. Let's see, what else can we cover? There's always going to be a weapon box where you can find the four different kinds of weapons. You can have two at a time at any time. So if I want to do a sniper rifle, pistol, I can take off my pistol and get a sniper rifle. If I want a shotgun instead of my sword, I can do that. If I want my pistol instead of the sniper, if you want the sword instead of the shotgun, and you can alternate them by pressing 1 and 2 or Y, I believe is on Xbox. The three different weapons, they're 5 shots. They only have 5 bullets in them, so you can see the counter in the bottom. And once you use the bullets, you have to come to the ammo chest. But if I go underneath, and every ship has this, has the clothing, vanity, and equipment chest, and this is just the same as the ones that are in the shop. It's just that if you're in the boat and you want to change what your character looks like, you can do it here. And the titles are right here. So I have all these titles from quests and achievements. But yeah. And that's the one I use, Sailor, because that's the starting one. I like it. But yeah, that's a little bit of the ship as a whole. The only other things now that you want to know about the ships are, this is where you go to put down a quest. So you just click the table, and then you have to vote for it. And once you voted for it, you will receive this message. It will show on the table what it is. But if you do your quest wheel, I believe it's called map wheel. So you got to figure out which button that is for you. Mine is T. You can actually see what your quest is. So I have to go to this island and dig on those 3 spots where the X's are, and that will be where my treasures are. And you can find out because you can look at the map, see what it looks like, and then you come over here, and there it is. So I need to go to this island. You can actually click and mark it. If you want to mark your place where you were, like I want to come back here to turn it in afterwards. And the cool thing about the map is it is divided in 4 sections. So things that you find on one outpost in one section will be the same things that you'll find on the other outpost. Same thing over here. So this outpost and I believe Ancient Spire. These two will have similar items and similar cosmetics, and then these two. These two have similar, and then in the fire area, there's only one outpost, and that will have its own set of quests and everything. Yeah, that's the map will show several things. Your ship, you can see me right there. It'll show the islands you can actually mark, and anybody that comes into your ship can see the mark, so be careful not to give away your position or where you're going. But also, if you have the Reaper flag up, you actually show up in the map for everybody. So anybody that the 7 other ships that are on this server will see where I am if I have this one, Reaper's mark. I will show up on the map for everybody. And if you're allied, you can see your ally on the map as well, so you can know where your ally is. Oh, sorry, and then the anchor, which to raise you gotta actually walk it, and to drop it you just gotta hold on, and then it drops. Don't be afraid to drop anchor when you're at high speeds. The boat won't break. I know it's kind of weird, the physics, but it won't break. And if you have your wheel, this wheel directs your ship, which direction is going. If you have it all the way to one of the two sides when you drop the anchor at full speed, you will do a 180 turn. So when you pick up the anchor again, you're going to be facing the other way. It's a cool little trick. There are two controls right here. First one, it's the length. You can up and down the sail. And then the other one is direction. So you can move it one way or the other. So what you want to do is you look at your flag, see which way the wind is blowing, and you want to put your sail as close to it as possible. So right now I'm doing the best wind I can do in that direction. You will get a noise, like a pop, when the wind is maxed out and you're getting the most amount of wind. So you want to be listening to that, and you also see a visual. It'll like curve a lot more. Yeah, wheel, sails. What else? What else am I missing? So the sloop will only have one sail. The brigantine will have two, and the galleon will have three. That you have to do all this to. So if my sails are down and I just get anchor up, my ship is just going to take off running. There we go. If I need to slow it down, I can slow it down. Slowing it down makes you do quicker turns as well. So the less sail you have, the quicker you turn. Unless you're going full speed and drop the anchor, then you're going to turn the quickest. But if you get to a point where you're good and you're happy, and by the way, I don't know if you've noticed on my wheel, this one that's on the top right now is a little bit different from the other ones. That's how you know that your wheel's straight. And there's also a click. You can hear a clicking, and it will only happen to that one. So when you see it again, you're full. You can't go anymore to the right, and same thing to the left. There you go. And every wheel will have one that's different that indicates the middle, because the cosmetics will change. Yep. As long as you don't have sail, you can actually turn around on the spot. So I can turn without moving. Another cool little trick that might help you when you're in a bad situation with your ship. I know a lot of new players get themselves stuck on weird places with their ship. Let's see if I can do it here. I went too much. But let's say my ship is stuck between those two sticks there. Oh, now I'm inside stuff. As you can see, it bounces back. So if it doesn't bounce back, all you have to do is do the wheel all one direction, see if it gets out. If it doesn't get out, then you do the wheel all the way the other direction, and you should be able to wiggle yourself out. And I can actually show you how to repair a high hull. You just hold, and then you get your bucket out, grab it, and throw it outside. There you go. You can actually check again. There you go, there's no water. Okay, cool little thing about the ship, right? This will be true to mostly on the galleon and the sloop. The brigantine will have a similar thing, but not exactly. Which is the ship has about 3 parts, which is top deck, which includes all this area, which no hose can be done to it. So if you see like a damage to the floor here, don't worry about it. It's just visual. It's not actually taking in water. The second floor on the galleon is much bigger, and it goes all the way to the front of the boat. But the sloop is it's right here. You will get holes around the side here. There's little walls behind this wall, and on this side as well. So all throughout this back wall. But the trick is, unless the water's there's a lot of waves, or your ship is already half sunk, which means like the water reached the steps here. You shouldn't have to worry too much about the holes here. So if you're in the middle of an intense battle, don't worry about repairing these. You should be okay to just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the water. I wonder if I can damage myself just there, but well, anyways, the holes you need to be careful about is starting at the staircase right here, all the way around to the cage here. By the way, this is the brig. You can actually vote somebody, so you can go to my crew, and then there will be people here on your thing, and you can vote them to the brig, and that will just lock the person up if it has a majority vote. But yeah, these holes you definitely want to patch up first. They will fill up your boat the fastest. This that I'm standing on is a rowboat. This is probably my favorite new thing on the item on the game. You can see I can push it in case it's beached. I can climb it if I'm off. I can sit down, and there's also a storage in the back that actually can hold quite a lot of stuff. You can store things in here, and then when you sit here, you use the A and D, or I don't know, the Xbox ones, the side buttons to actually row. So you hold it down and it rolls. Then you let go and hold it down. To turn right, you hold right, and then you start turning. Q and E, I believe, are default, are brakes. So if you're going and you want to stop, you see they comes to a complete stop. You can turn around to see which way you're going. Right. So I want to take it to my ship. Also really cool that if you the turns on this boat are actually really wide, so if you pass it like I just did right now, you passed your boat, you can actually do hand brake or brake on one side and roll another, and this would be like a 180 on the spot. It's like the tightest turn in the game right now. Once you get near the boat, you can hold your interact button to go up. But anyways, you can only have one rowboat, and you can detach it and roll away. You can store items in it. You can store loot in it. I've done multiple times where it's kind of hard to see and shoot this thing, so I've loaded explosives, the one I was showing you earlier, and rowed to an enemy ship, docked on their boat, grabbed the explosive, jumped in, and like blew up their ship. It's kind of fun.